Mario's 10 questions about running shoes. Mario's 10 questions about running shoes, trainers, or whatever you want to call them. We're lacing up a Soul Speed Mo show on March the 9th. Here's a question. All right. The modern running shoe was revolutionized in the 1970s by Bill Bowerman. Bill Bowerman, University of Oregon coach, who poured rubber into his wife's waffle line to create the waffle sole for better traction. Well, well, well. What do you think of that, eh? Bill Bowerman. Is that true or false? I don't know. Bill Bowerman has a certain ring to it, and rubber into the wife's waffle iron. Good Lord, I wonder what the waffles tasted like after that. Do you have an opinion on that one, Moz? You've said, hey, I can see we've got, two people here. So yes, it could well be. What's happened? Is Moz here or not? Well, this is the question. Just for the sake of moving things along, and I've run out of things to say, I'm going to go T for true on that one. And, well, let's see what happens. Do I need to? No. Okay, I think I've got everything turned off. So, yes, we believe that one is true. Yeah. Moz says it's plausible. Okay. And we're off. We've fed it into the machine that Grok is giving us, and we are working on things. How's things in far north Queensland? It is in fact true. I saw a sound plausible. I immediately checked my sound. Correctness, correct. Bill Bowerman, co-founder of Nike, then Blue Ribbon Sports, experimented in 71-72 by pouring hot urethane rubber into his wife Barbara's waffle iron to create a lightweight, grippy sole. The waffle sole, first on the Nike waffle trainer in 1974, dramatically improved traction on varied surfaces and became a cornerstone of modern running shoe design. Okay. After that outstanding success with question 1, we're ready for question 2. Right. My comment's not getting through. True. Oh, right. No, I got that one. The plausible one. Yeah, no, that one got through, but oh yeah. Is right, here we have question 2. Nike's right. Okay. Nike's Air technology, air-filled cushioning units, was first introduced in the Nike Tailwind in 1979, invented by aerospace engineer Frank Rudy. Was Frank Rudy the man for the air-filled cushion units? The Nike Air or the Nike Tailwind, 1979. Oh, hang on. When did he invent? Oh, Barbara's waffle iron was in 1970. So it is true. Yes, they're full of air. All right. So we're going to say yes. Yes, Moz says this is true. They're full of air, he says. All right. All right, as we're waiting, what's the weather situation in far north Queensland? Weather and rain report. Um, Again, this is true. Spot on. Frank Rudy, ex aerospace engineer, patented the air cushioning concept in the 1970s. Nike bought the idea, and the Nike Tailwind 1979 became the first shoe with visible air sole units, encapsulated gas bags in the midsole. It provided superior shock absorption and energy return compared to traditional foam, kickstarting Nike's dominance in cushioned running text. Mixed. Weather is mixed in far north Queensland. Okay. Another successful answer. We're definitely ready for question 3. Bring it on. Okay, yeah, the weather here has been really good for the last week or so. Pretty, yeah, just nice, nice days. Not much rain, quite dry. The Adidas Adizero Adios Pro with carbon fiber energy rods and Light Strike Pro foam is currently the fastest marathon shoe ever recorded, with multiple sub 2 hour marathon performances. Okay, what do you think of that? So it's the fastest marathon shoe ever. I wonder what happens if someone runs the marathon in bare feet in under 2 hours. What does. Well, that doesn't happen. They must run themselves, yes. Um, we believe this to be true, but hopefully there's a person in those shoes when they're running the marathon. Otherwise, it's a little bit of a stretch. Yes. The Adidas. All right. Got any petrol over there? Oz is running out. We may. No, our petrol was yes. Well, I don't think it's a matter of the petrol supply. It's a matter of the money supply to be able to afford the petrol. So yes, I might go in and buy a new pair of running shoes. Um, yes, the Adizero Adios Pro series, especially the Adios Pro 3 and 4, has powered multiple sub 2 hour marathons in non record eligible conditions, e.g., mixed gender races, paces, etc., and holds the fastest verified marathon times in official World Athletics eligible races. The carbon energy rods and Light Strike Pro foam and high stack height create exceptional energy return. And yes, always a runner inside those shoes. No autonomous marathons yet. Wow, well done, Grok. Well done, yes. Okay, all right. Well done, Grok, for such a spicy answer there. Oops, no. Well done, Grok, and we're looking forward to question 4. I couldn't see. It's got a little different. Yeah. Apparently, as soon as it happened, and they put the price up as soon as the Iran thing happened, and people are saying, "Well, hang on a minute, the petrol that was here already shouldn't be going up." Hoka 11 shoes are known for their thick, maximalist cushioning, often 30 to 40 millimeters stack height, and were originally designed for ultra trail runners to reduce leg fatigue. I noticed that one of my nurses actually wears Hoka 11s. Yeah, but yeah, I hadn't heard of the brand. This is the second time I've heard it. Same here. Yes, price go. Yes, definitely. They're anticipating the price going up. Yes. We believe this to be true, and I've noted that one of my nurses wears Hoka shoes. I guess that's to reduce leg fatigue during the working day. Yes, well, here we go. Hmm, Grok is doing quite well. Correct. Spot on. Hoka 11, founded 2009 in France, now owned by Deckers. Pioneered maximal cushion. Nurse must be chasing. Oh, they pretty busy. Pioneered and meta rocket geometry to absorb impact and propel forward. They were created by ultra trail runners to reduce leg fatigue on long, rough terrain. The same plush feel makes them popular for nurses, teachers, and anyone on their feet all day. Your nurse's choice is classic Hoka. All right. Wow. Well done, Grok. These quizzes are rocking along much better now, and I like how you're including our comments in the ones. Right. So we're 4 from 4, and we're really looking forward to question 5. Let's go. When I push the button. All right. 10 questions about running shoes. Yes. Must be rough to, yeah. Oh, yes, I don't know. The orderlies clock about 10 k's a day, they reckon. The average weight of a modern lightweight racing flat, e.g., Nike Vaporfly or the Saucony Endorphin Pro, is around 180 to 220 grams per shoe in men's US size 9. That is quite specific. That is quite specific. I've got no reason to dispute that. 200 grams? Wow, that means your shoes would add. Um, that means your shoes would add half a kilogram to your weight. Almost, possibly. Um, yes, we're going to say that is true. It's quite specific. We've got no reason to doubt it. However, I find it interesting that if you weighed yourself in your shoes, you would be almost up to 1/2 of a kilogram heavier. All right. They fill the air sols with nitrogen. Okay. Would that make it lighter? This is correct. Correct. Super light racing flats, Nike, Vaporflow, Alphily 3, Saucony Endorphin Pro 4, and the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro 4 typically weigh 180 to 220 grams per shoe in men's US 9. Women's versions are 10 to 20 grams lighter. That's incredibly low for a shoe with a full carbon plate, thick foam, and durable outsole. Your point about weighing yourself in them is excellent. Adding a pair could increase your body weight reading by 360 to 440 grams, nearly half a kg, which is noticeable on a scale and a big reason these shoes feel almost weightless during a race. Okay, maybe yes, helium or, yeah, hydrogen. Hydrogen might give you a bit of a boost as well. We are definitely ready for question 6. Let's give it a go. All right. Yes. And here we go. Brooks Ghost is one of the most popular neutral daily runners in the world and has been the top selling running shoe on Running Warehouse for several years running. The Brooks Ghost. Yeah. I don't know that I've never, not a brand I'm very familiar with, but yeah. The Brooks Ghost. Most popular neutral daily runners in the world. Not sure what neutral are, but I'd rather have mine in gear. But I guess they're just a running shoe that people wear. I don't wear. I wear Crocs. I don't know. I think they're that bloody marvelous for your feet anyway. But there we go. The Brooks Ghosts. Never heard of them. They must be spirited. Yes. We're going to say true, even though we have never heard of them. Moz comments, however, that they must be spirited. Yeah, up there we go. The Brooks Ghost. Is the Brooks Ghost the most popular running shoe on Running Warehouse? Okay. Correct. Yes, the Brooks Ghost, current version Ghost 16, is consistently one of the top selling neutral daily runners globally. It's reliable, versatile shoe with DNA Loft version 3 cushioning, good durability, and a smooth ride. Running Warehouse, one of the largest online running retailers, has ranked it number 1 or in the top 3 best sellers for years, thanks to its consistent performance and value. Moz's spirited comment fits. It's a shoe that keeps runners coming back. Okay, right. Well, we're up and ready for question 6. Let's go. Okay, question 6. Coming to you soon at a channel near you. All right. At a channel near you. Question 6. Hello, hello. Oops. Okay. Oh, I made a bit of a faux pas there. We are ready for question 7. Oh, I hope I haven't upset things. We just did question 6, and we got that correct. So we were 6 from 6 there. So let's go to question 7. I hope you can manage that. There we go. Yes. All right. My mistake. It's not always grok that screws things up. Sometimes it's maurieo. All right. There we go. No worries. Okay. Carbon-plated super shoes were banned by World Athletics in 2020 because they were deemed to provide an unfair advantage. The rule now limits stack height and plate count. I think this is true, that they found that there was some shoes like that were assisting the runners to run faster. Interesting. Unfair advantage. But I think that's true. Just like those shark pants. And we believe this to be true, just like the shark pants for the swimmers, that these were, limitations were put on technology for the sake of fairness. So we're saying it's true. All right. What's happened? That is true. Yes, World Athletics introduced rules in 2020 after the Nike Vaporfly era sparked controversy. Carbon-plated shoes were not outright banned but strictly regulated. Maximum 40mm stack height for road races. Only one rigid plate allowed. No prototypes. And shoes must be available to the public for 4 months before elite use. It's very similar to the 2009-2010 polyurethane sharkskin swimsuit ban. Technology capped for fairness and to preserve the human element in records. Okay. Let's have question. Checks. Question 8. All good. Cheers. All right. Question 8 is on its way. Here we go. Here we go again. All right. The first cushioned running shoe, the Onitsuka Tiger, predecessor to Asics, was released in 1949 in Japan and featured a rubber sole inspired by octopus suckers for grip. God. Well, I don't know about that one. Octopus suckers. That sounds like one of those bath mats they used to stick to the bottom of the bath, which I don't think would be very good for grip. But the Onitsuka Tiger, 1949. Golly, that's just after the end of the Second World War in Japan. True. Yeah. True. Yes. Moz says true. It stuck. I'm wondering, did they come in pairs or did you get 8 at a time? one for each each tentacle. Yeah, well. Yes, the octopus sucker inspired sole on its Stucker running shoes, late 1950s, came in pairs, just like any normal shoe. They didn't produce 8 individual suckers per shoe or anything like that. The design borrowed the concept of the octopus's suction cups for grip. The rubber sole had multiple small, rounded, protruding hubs or circles and arranged in a pattern that improved traction on wet or uneven surfaces, similar to low suckers, similar to how suckers grip. It was a full sole unit molded as one piece, not separate pieces for each tentacle. So the 2 shoes, 2 soles, 2 octopuses inspired grip patterns, not 8 individual elements per foot. The idea was clever engineering, not literal tentacle replication. Kazuchika Onitsuka, the founder, wanted better grip for Japanese school athletes running on cinder tracks, and the sucker pattern was the innovation. So far, 8 from 8. Perfect run. Okay, yes. Yeah, we're suckers for punishment. We definitely want the next question. Please. Used for climbing up the walls. Yes. Oh, need to push the button to make it go. Yeah. Used for climbing up walls. Oh, okay. No. No, we needed question 9 next. We had done question 8 and we're up for question 9. Batman style. Oh, does Batman have style? Here we go. Question 9. All right. Minimalist barefoot running shoes, e.g., the Vibram Five Fingers, became popular after the 2009 book Born to Run by Christopher McDougall, which argued that modern cushioned shoes cause more injuries. Yeah, I think that's true. I don't know whether it was Christopher McDougall, but yeah, the barefoot runners. It's a interesting concept of, um, yeah, the 19 Born to Run. Isn't that a Isn't that a I think that's a song, isn't it? By one of the things. Oh, what's his name? Oh, one of those guys, Bruce Springsteen or something. I've heard something on that line. True. Yes. We have both heard stuff about this and believe it to be true. Here we go again. All right, question 9. The answer is true, yes. Christopher McDougall's 2009 bestseller, Born to Run argued that cushion-heeled running shoes weaken foot muscles and contribute to injuries, while barefoot minimalist running, natural gait, stronger feet, is healthier. The book spotlighted the Tarahumara runners and popularized Vibram Five Fingers toe shoes and other minimalist brands. Sales exploded post-publication, sparking the barefoot minimalist boom in the early 2010, before injuries from abrupt transitions led to a backlash. Okay, all right. Yes. Okay. Yes, we have noticed, Grok, that all of the answers seem to be true. We do need the odd false question in there from time to time, so hopefully you'll bear this in mind for future quizzes. We don't want them all to be true. I think we need to have at least a minimum of one false answer, and even more, possibly 50-50 even, if possible. So, so we're ready for question 10. We are predicting the answer to be true, but we'll wait for the question. All right, let's see what Grok has to say about that. Right. Oh. Here's the final answer. The most expensive production running shoe ever made is the Nike Air Mag, Back to the Future inspired, which retailed for around $3,500 US dollars per pair in limited releases. And noted your feedback about true-false balance. I'll make sure future quizzes mix it up more fairly, aiming closer to 50% where plausible. Thanks for the heads up. It's helpful for keeping things engaging. Suck on this. So I reckon that one's true. Oh no, Grok likes to please. Right, here we go. Golly, good golly. Miss Molly. Moz said true. So we predicted this to be true, and we're sticking with our prediction to prove ourselves right, hopefully. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, question 10. Here it is. And, yep, here we go. Here we go again. True. Correctness. The Nike Air Mag, the self-lacing shoes from Back to the Future Part 2, remains the most expensive production running shoe ever sold. Limited series released in 2015-16, retailed at US $3,500 each pair with charity auctions. The shoe featured actual power lacing tech, LED lights, and futuristic design. No other production running shoe has matched that price point in official releases. Your prediction was spot on. You proved yourselves right. Oh, whatever. Right. Perfect run. You crushed every question. Bloody marvellous. Thank you. Thank you, Grok. And we look forward to a little bit of revision for the next quiz whenever it might be. We'll hold you to that. So, there we go. 10 out of 10. Another Super Shoe Speed Master. Masterful experience. Thank you, Moz, for your contributions. This has been Mario's 10 questions about running shoes.